Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to make a cute little card using a stamp set called Space Explorer by My Favorite Things. And then I also, to make this, I used the circle stackables from Lawn Fawn to put just a circle in the back, or in the front of the card. And so this is an A2 card. It's going to be scored so it measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I went ahead and stamped thanks on it because I'm going to send these to my team for all of the work that they're doing during all of this COVID mess. And I'm using the big scripty words, and I just used the thanks and just stamped it right across the bottom right there. So it will open like this. And I'm going to show you how I made this background, which I know isn't the best, but it's still cute, and I think that it totally gets the point across. And let me show you what I did. So I took a piece of cardstock that was just smaller than the circle so that I know that it will fit underneath it. It didn't really matter exactly what size, just whatever size circle you have, make sure that it's bigger than the circle. I guess the circle is smaller so that it'll fit in here. Now I have a lot of markers out because I used those to color my images, but to do the background I used my Distress inks. And what I did is I started out with the Salty Ocean, just a blue color. And I just swirl it in here. I'm starting at one of the edges and just kind of going over. I'm just getting the whole background kind of saturated, even though I'm kind of a little bit in my head anyway, focusing more toward this middle part where I know that the card will show through. Like these edges won't even be able to be seen, so I don't really care so much what those look like. And I mean, honestly, it's not a huge big deal that the card, that it looks perfect, in my opinion. I just want it to look like space. So then I'm going to use some purple. Oh, I think that purple was a little too dark, so I'm going to use this one. And you know what? I think I might use just a hair of this to give it just a little background. But I don't want to be too dark on it, so let me just not be too heavy-handed and just kind of move up with it like that. I love this color, but it's a little too dark for what I was looking for. But even that looks pretty cool, just like that. I might even leave it at that. Let's see. Sometimes less is more. So let me look at my card. See how this will fit. Actually, I really like that. So I'm just going to leave it just like that. So that was easy enough. These back. Oh, this and this and this. All right, so I am going to go ahead and take my tape, and I'm going to put it on the edges of the right side of the paper we just made. Oops, that's wanting to stick to me. Have it. maybe I should have put the tape on the card and then put this on top of that. That probably would have worked a little better. There we go. It was sticking out the top. I didn't know if you guys saw that, but I didn't want it to stick out the top. I don't care if it's crooked. I don't think that's going to be too noticeable, but there we go. And then I'm going to color my little guys and use whatever colors you want. I mean, the sky's, ha ha ha, the limit, pun intended. But I'm going to start with his little face. And I have some alcohol markers that I'm using to color with, so I'm going to do a little bit of blending, but not a ton. And I'm just coloring with you guys because I know that some of you really like that. Even though I'm not the best at it, it's just kind of fun. I heard something outside. And it's here. I'm going to give this to one of the guys on my team because everybody has been working from home on my team, and they've been doing a good job. We still have a lot of work to do, even though so many businesses are closed. I work for a hospital system, so we are open and seeing patients, and lots of things have had to be quickly changed around and worked on to make sure that everything was working okay for the doctors and patient cares, and we needed to do what we could. So we have been busy, even though we're working from home and it's a totally different environment for us. So I just wanted to send my staff a little note of thanks. So I have a bunch of cards to make, and hopefully I'm going to show the majority of them here. And this is just getting started, and I have a lot of guys that work for me, so it's not as easy for me to come up with designs for like male kind of cards. So I'm going to do 2 using this stamp set. Because this is a pretty cool stamp set, if I say so myself. Now, on the card that I used, I didn't use all of these. I just used the planets and a couple of the stars. Not even all the planets, just a couple of them. So I don't know that I'm going to color all of them. I think I'm just going to, I'm not going to color the rocket because I have a rocket and like a Mars still. If I decided I needed to use them, I could use those. And I'm going to color the stars. This is my darker color, I think, so I'm just going to do a little bit. And then I'll take that one, and let's see, I think I'll take this. And then I'm just playing is what I'm doing. Just having fun coloring whatever colors you feel like you want the planets to be. I don't know. I don't think it's important. Ooh, I'm going darker instead of lighter. I thought I was going lighter. Let me get this one. Just kind of blend all that together a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to take, I think, this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. There we go. And then I'm going to take a darker gray. My dogs are outside. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but I apologize if you can. They're barking at something. Watching the world go by, I suppose. And then I'm going to take the lighter one again, which I think might have been this one. And blend, blend, blend. And let's see, I think I'll take then I'm going to take some of my glittery markers and just go over a couple of those things and do the same with this one. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let me get some of these markers out of the way. I think that that will help obviously clear up some space. Pun intended again. It's just all sorts of puns with the space one, isn't there? I should maybe leave them out for my next card, but that's okay. I can easily pick them up again. Won't probably be the same exact, but it'll be close. And then these go here, and these go here. All right, so then I'm going to take my scissors. If I can find out what I did with my scissors. Oh, here they are. And I'm just going to fussy cut these. I don't have the dies for these. So I'm not doing all the way to the line. I am giving it some white space, but not a lot. I guess some areas I am touching the line, but... And when you're cutting out paper, the key is to hold the scissors straight and to move the paper. So you'll see that I'm holding the scissors pretty much straight. I'm just closing them as I turn the paper. So I'm using my right hand to cut, and then I'm using my left hand to move the paper around so that I can cut the image out. And you'll hear me say fussy cutting sometimes, and that's what this is. It's just cutting images out. Like, I guess it's you're causing a fuss because you're having to do such little things. I don't know why it's called that, but that's what it's called, fussy cutting. I actually don't mind it. Sometimes it can be a mess if you have a lot to do, and I do enjoy my die cuts too, so I like both. And I tried to make this card so it wasn't, I mean, I think it would be really cute if you did it pop dotted, or if you maybe added even a pop-up element or something to it, but I really tried to keep it flat so that I could easily mail it. Now I like to, if I make extra of anything, I like to keep it, I just put it in the back. That way if I go to make this card again, I can use those if I feel like I want to. So let's go ahead and finish this. I'm just going to put him, oh no, before I do that, I need to put some stars in the sky, don't I? So I'm using my white, oh, what are these called? My white pen, I don't know, it's a gel pen. And I'm just going to put little dots, kind of like stars all around. And then I'm going to put some bigger ones. And then I might even put a few bigger ones yet. There we go. And now I'm going to glue down my little astronaut. And then I will glue my planets. Oh, get him inside the card. And then the stars. Just like that. And then what I like to do when I use glues, I like to turn the card over and just kind of push it down. Just like that. So now I have 2 cards to mail out. Yay! I think they're cute. Hope you like them too, and hope this inspires you to maybe send a special word to someone that maybe is at home alone, or is, you know, going through anything, or even just to say hello to somebody that you haven't talked to or seen for a little bit because of all of the craziness this world is having right now with the COVID virus. So just take some time to enjoy today, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.